Hey everyone, you there? Is everyone there?
1, 2, 1, 2.
The entire world there? You thought I don't see you. Are you there?
I am here. Hi, everyone. This is our last one, John. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Last hangout. So hey, we
I
saved the best for
know.
last. So
Yes.
yeah.
And if you guys have been here following us for the last week and some, and if you were here yesterday, you probably saw how amazingly and how quick John generated 3 promotional emails for Cheryl. One, I think it was also promotional, right, John?
We generated four, I think four promotional emails.
Four
Yeah.
promotional.
Yeah, in total. Yeah.
Yeah, in like what, less than, was it 10, 15 minutes?
Maybe 20. Yeah. I mean, it was like,
Yeah.
and they were starting from scratch with different people. So yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome. So today what we're going to do is we're going to show you Inspire and Consume are the two content segments of Email Copy Pro, and we're going to just do a content segment just to show you how that works. And we're going to play the same game we played yesterday, which is the first person that we have not helped already that comes on the Hangout, is brave enough to come on the Hangout, is going to get me to go through Email Copy Pro with you, which is, by the way, now live, as in live, as in really live. It's very cool. And at the after we do that, we're going to show you how you can pick it up for yourself. So that's going to be really cool.
Okay, so in that case, I am now updating the link to the Hangout. So right now, if you're watching us on Facebook in our little private group, or if you're on the page, refresh the page, click the join the Hangout. This is the last time, guys. And so if you want any inspirational emails or content emails that you're sending after the sale to increase retention, today's your day. You can get 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. So that's it. So we're getting questions already, which is kind of crazy. Should we answer them before, as we wait for people to catch up with our feed and join us?
Sure. Yeah, we can. Ask away. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. So, question: when sending emails out, how much time should pass before I send a new email to the current client?
You should send an email almost every day. I mean, the answer to that question is still, I think the best answer is still Dean Jackson's answer. Only on the days you want to make money. It's really it. I mean, you can send out great content and you have a PS, here's an offer, PS, here's an affiliate link, PS, here's a something. That's great. I mean, as long as you're sending well-written emails, which is what, of course, Email Copy Pro does. If you're sending, blah blah emails, that's a different story. But yeah, we like to send this every day. There's a lot of marketers that send 2 or 3 times a day. So it just depends on how fast you're growing your list. But the one thing that you should never worry about is sending too frequently. You should worry about sending things that are just too poorly written. That's what the concern really is, not how frequent it is.
So that's a distinct. Whoops, there we go. So that's a distinct distinction, right? Because a lot of people are afraid to overwhelm their audience with too much emails. But what you just showed, the Epic system, basically kind of like makes it more interesting and keeps it fresh, right? With some sales, some inspiration, some content, some value, and then some sales. So if you're not using that, you may annoy your subscribers to the point they unsubscribe. But if you're adding value and you're just following the Epic system, right? I guess that's the difference.
Right. Well, yeah, so the whole Epic system is built on a rotational system that allows you to engage a list first. Engage is the very first thing. You want to promote right away, because when someone's coming in off your list or someone's fresh, you want to get the hot buyers right away, and then put people that don't buy into an inspiration sequence, which is content that's built to inspire, that's built to motivate them to action. So inspiration isn't necessarily rah. It can be that. Inspiring someone just says, hey, you can do this. Here's a way you can do this. Here's someone else that is doing it really well. You're inspiring them to actually take action. And then once they do, you put them into a consumption list. And then the whole cycle starts all over again.
So we have a question. Can John speak Australian? If so, I would love to have a session.
Yeah, I'll speak Australian, mate. That's about as good as you're going to get. So, all right, mate. Yeah, man, come on. Let's go.
I know, we haven't heard Australian accent in a while. So jump on in, Cheryl. Gordon said, hi, John and Ifat. I've been able to update the site already. So that's exciting.
Yeah. We flipped it live about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, and it's blazing fast. Yeah, it's really awesome. Because we've been working on a staging server, and I was like, because you never know, like how much. Man, there's a big difference, of course, on our real servers, but yeah, it's really cool. So tonight's demo is actually going to be done live, like really live, on our live server. That's just software jargon and talk and stuff. But you know, the bottom line is it's been months and months in the making, and lots of just unbelievable amounts of architecture that goes behind something this big, and to make something this seamless and easy and fast and eventually beautiful. I say eventually, it's beautiful now, but part of the beautiful aspect of it for me is updating all of our videos so that they match the interface, and that just is a time thing. So what we're going to be doing is something really kind of cool. Anyone that orders tonight, or anytime before, well, you have to order before Saturday, because Saturday at what time is it? I think 11 a.m. is when I'm doing the very first live training to show you how to use Email Copy Pro, and we're actually going to be recording those videos. They're not Hangouts; they're going to be done on a webinar jam workshop. So we're going to record those videos as we're going through it, as I'm showing you how to do it. So it's a great way for you to learn. If you're a customer already, you want to come. We're having one Saturday and one Tuesday. So Tuesdays at 5 p.m. and Saturdays at 11 a.m. So, and those are both live, and you can attend both if you want to. But that's going to show you, if you don't know how to use Email Copy Pro at all, then it's going to be really helpful, because what better way to get a tutorial than the guy that that started it, right? But also we're going to be able to answer your questions live, which you're just not going to be able to get that kind of support, after the fact. So please come on live. That's going to be very cool if you can do that.
Okay, so we're getting questions popping in, but guys, jump on in, and we're gonna answer them face to face. Okay.
Yeah, come on in. Yeah, come on. I may look scary, but I'm not. I promise. I'm scary if you don't come in. If you don't come in, I'll choke you out next time I see you.
I know, through the monitor. But we're having guests, so you don't have to be a member. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is not use Firefox, use Chrome. Click the button, join us, make sure that we can see you on camera. And Eddie is asking, can we order now? Can we order now, John?
You're going to be able to order in a couple of minutes, so hang in there, Eddie. We're going to give you two different options to order, two pieces. Now, let me tell you what's going on. We want to give you, anyone that's over 4,000 points in our game gets 10% off. But we notice a lot of people went from like 300 points to 6,000 points because they really started playing the game over the last few days, which is awesome. So anyone that does that gets 10% off either one of our memberships. We have a gold and platinum membership. The gold membership is basically it's a do-it-yourself membership. You don't have, the team doesn't work with personally. And the platinum membership is where we actually work with you personally. So obviously that's a very high-end package. But it's, if you are a high-end marketer, or if you really want to nail your inbox brand, then you want our team, working with you personally, because as awesome as software is, it doesn't create branding names for you. That's what we do. So we're going to give you both packages and let you choose which one's best for you. And you can always upgrade. But both of those packages, what we've done for you tonight is we've already discounted the done for you package, where we do it for you, the platinum package, by $500 right off the sale. So if you went to our homepage, you would see there's a $500 difference. And then we've discounted the starter package, which is the gold package. We've discounted that $200 just right off the bat. Now, on top of that, we want to give anyone over 4,000 points another 10% off either one of those. But we had a little snafu in the communication here, and so here's what we're going to ask you to do. We wanted to say anyone that got him today, but in reality, what I said yesterday was anyone that got it before Monday. And I'm a man of my word. I wasn't thinking, oh, we won't be able to track it, So here's what we're going to do. If you got over 4,000 points a day and you want to buy, awesome. We're going to send you the page. We're going to give you a code, and you can enter it in. And hopefully Leanne will have that page ready for us in about 20 minutes. And that will be up and ready to go. If by chance it doesn't happen, or if you're at 3,000 points and you can get to 4,000 and you still want to play the game, then we'll let you get your 10% retroactively, meaning after Monday at 5 o'clock is going to be our shutoff time. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is our shutoff time. So if you get 4,000 points before then and you don't have it now, you can take a screen capture of your points, just take a screen capture, email it to support@emailcopypro.com. And if you bought tonight or tomorrow,
John is
Tonight, buy tonight because it's a lot easier for us to get in tonight. Oh, but there's no reason to wait past tonight. Is what I'm saying. You can get if you're like at 3,000 points, or even if you're like 300 points, someone go from like 300 to 4,000 just in a day or two, just playing the game. Okay, so if you think you can do that, that's great. 10% off if you do it Monday.
Sounds awesome.
Hello?
So yeah, so you're cutting off a little bit. So what John was saying is that you can order today by the time we're done. And if you have over 4,000 points, you can get another 10% off, and you're gonna have that coupon code, the discount code to use by the end of our hangout. So that'll be awesome. But to give it even a little bit more, if you guys get to 4,000 points by the end of Monday, or if you get to 3,000 points, did I hear you right, John? 3,000 points by the end of Monday. 4,000 points. So 4,000 points by the end of Monday. That's right, because many of you have very, very close. I mean, Deb, who was here, she was beyond, like she was a little further, less than 3,000 points. And now she's like at 18,000 in just 2 days. So if you guys want that discount, you can get it. It's not that very hard. And you'll have that tonight. So Eddie goes like, I want to buy. And
so let me say this. You can buy now. That's what we want you to do. And we will give you until Monday to get 4,000 points. And if you do, we'll give you 10% off. Just send us a screen capture. So it's that simple. So you can definitely buy tonight, of course. So, but if you, and, you know, a lot of people are like, look, I just don't, I want it, you know, 10% off is not going to be that much money. I just want to start making money. That's great. Dive in tonight. Because here's the thing. We're giving you an added incentive to dive in tonight because Saturday morning, I'm going to train you live. Just me and my team, or that we're going to get on and train you live on how to use the new interface. And it's going to be, you know, that you'll have all of our customers on that call. Well, not all of them, but as many as we can get on the call. And then, of course, you can join as well. And then you'll be able to ask questions live, specifically related to, you know, what does this button do, or how do I, you know, specific to the interface itself. So we want to do that, like I said, Saturday, and we're going to do it again on Tuesday, but we need to have a cutoff time for the points. So buy today and rack up 4,000 points. And if you do, great. We'll get you 10% off by Monday at 5 o'clock. That's the cutoff date. So
that's awesome.
That's the game we're playing. Yeah.
So let's get started with inspirational emails and consumption emails.
Right. And so we're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. So cool. Now we've got Kenneth.
Yeah.
Kenneth, do you want to? I see Kenneth here. So, Kenneth, can we hear you?
Let's see.
Okay.
So you were unmuted. So unmute yourself again. You're good to go.
Okay, we're just waiting.
There we go.
Kenneth, you there? Okay, I can't hear you.
I can't hear him either.
Okay, 1 second here. So if we can't hear you, you may have to text us on a chat what your business is, and then we can build that that email around. But it's a lot easier, obviously, if you can get your mic to work. So.
Yeah, so I'll, John, while you share your screen, I will actually show you guys, I'll show you, Kenneth, how to do that. So I'm going to share my screen for a second, because that doesn't go away very easy.
Yeah, go ahead and do that also.
Yes, so it's going to go into infinity. But you see right here on the top, there is settings. And you can see right here on the bottom, you see these green dots that are basically going up and down as I speak. So if you see those green dots, your microphone is on. If you don't see them, click on that little cogwheel right here and make sure that your microphone is checked, and you can see those green dots right here going on. So that's how you know that your microphone is working. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. There we go. And John, I don't see you sharing your screen.
No, I'm just waiting on you. So.
Oh, okay.
Kenneth?
I was trying to not get you into there.
Kenneth, you there?
Actually, John, it's Kenneth Gordon. So this is Gordon. So many different names. Gordon, Carla, Kenneth.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. How's it going?
If you remember me, we had a really nice training some time ago where you did my whole thing, which was chronic inflammation.
I certainly remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we actually did the done for you service, or done with you service then. Yeah.
Well, yeah, well actually no, we were. It was just one of the training calls on Email CopyPro, and it ended up I just got the whole time.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh no, I remember now. Yeah. Because it would just so happen to be that we got in I seem to remember us getting into a brainstorm loop that we were trying to create a name. Yeah. We created the inbox branding for it was like I can't remember what it was now, if it was the primary solution or it was one of the trademark terms, right?
Yes. Well, and it's funny because since then and all my reading and everything, there's a new term for all of this, which inflammaging. So inflammaging, and that's kind of like so now it's easier to market it to, I mean, everybody.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
So now to come up with a inbox brand using that probably is a way we could go.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we can help you here just real quickly. I'll show you. Well, since you're already in the system, you can see, you already know a little bit about the content, but I'll go ahead and use, if it's okay with you, I'll use you in a good way.
Absolutely.
In a good way. And since we said first person on, so it's like, okay, so here we are, guys, over here at the live. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what we're going to do is, again, engage, promote, inspire, consume. What are we going to do? We're going to inspire by sending content, right? Now we can hit view all, and we can see every one of our inspirational emails and sequences. As you can see, there's the 3 sequences and a lot of emails. So we're going to just do a lot of emails, but just simply because of time, I'm just going to click on, I'm going to go to probably our quick start, just to get a quick start just for time. But as you can see, everything is really, really fast. So I'm going to go into, in this case, the starter sequences. And I'm going to click on, whoops, I went in the wrong place, my bad. Start emails. And I'm going to click on, we can do this consumption sequence, or that's a first step sequence. This one's more, this one's just a little bit better way. I think the right way to do things is kind of cool. So I've already pulled this up. Now this includes the 5 areas of the niche that we're going to be working in. Now, because you've already done this here, Gordon, that you kind of already know how to do this. So I'll say Gordon content. I'm going to show you, this is a really good one, because the right way, even though this is a quick start, I'm going to show you how cool this is. So I believe that if we could pull up one that was close to your niche, that would be really helpful.
Diabetes, maybe?
Diabetes, yeah, we've got that. Okay, so I'm going to click here and say create a new niche. And diabetes. Let's pause it. We got that here. Diabetes. Ta-da. Create new niche. So right now what we're doing, the system is doing is, if I click the button, right? What the system is doing is creating a new niche from scratch. It's literally pulling in the library. So now all you have to do, Gordon, remember how you used to have to fill in your entire niche? All you got to do is fill this stuff in. It's down to just this little bitty stuff like this. It's so quick. And so that's it. That's all you have to do. So under here, the niche is already defined: diabetes management, living diabetes, blood sugar control. I mean, we've already filled this all in for you. So there's all we have to do is enter your personal information. So let's just do that real quick. And how do you want to sign off your email?
To your health.
To your health. Okay. And what name would you like to use?
Gordon.
We'll just keep it that. Gordon, really simple, no big deal to go any further than that. So there's nothing to save here, guys. It's already done. So we just click this one. Mistaken beliefs are already done. See, we've already got maintaining the insulin injection schedule, yet in reality, so we've already got all this done. We're going to see how our prefab copy works for this. Goals, we've already got all the goals done. See, this is why if our niche, if you've got a niche that's in one of our top 25 niches, all you have to do is go through here and pick the ones that you like, change the ones that you don't. Now, all we got to do now is complete your sales page. Okay, so we're going to say visit the page below. We'll just make it simple. What are they going to discover when they click on that page?
Let's see. They'll discover
inflammaging. Is that what you mentioned?
Inflammaging, yes. They'll discover that just a second. That chronic inflammation is they'll discover that, in fact, human aging itself is a silent state of chronic low-grade inflammation. So we're doing, at the moment, we're doing diabetes. So my question would be, is how do I change diabetes, heart disease are all specific indications of chronic inflammation. So if I were going through to a general chronic, using the word chronic inflammation or inflammaging.
Okay. Okay. Here's what I'll do.
I'm kind of backing you out a little bit there.
Okay. I've got the general idea, so I'm actually going to build this as if I was writing a little sales page here. So notice I'm doing the little dashes here. I'll say,
yes. It's funny, I always veer you off into the ditch, don't I?
Yeah, that's all right. I'm saying, and other lifestyle diseases. Of how do you spell it? Inflammaging?
Yeah, INFLAMM dash aging.
Okay, dash aging. There you go. Now, I would go on if we had time. Let's say, and more. Okay. Okay. So it's a sales page or video sales letter. What is it?
Yeah, it'll be a video sales letter.
Okay. You'll want to, let's just select that one. And I'll say, watch this video now. Now I can type in anything I wanted here. The URL will go here.
Can I change that to presentation like you've taught us?
Yep. I'll do it right now, as a matter of fact. Check out this RL presentation while it's still online.
There you go.
Online. Let's do that. Okay. Now I'll watch it now. Okay. Watch it now. Okay. Then we're done. So that's as long as it took me to do the quick start, which I was looking at the time here. So even working with somebody that is the customer that I'm having to fill in the data, if I knew all this stuff myself, it would have gotten even faster. Even so, that took 5 minutes. All I got to do is click generate. As you can tell down here, it's generating and it's loading and it's done. And so over here we have a tutorial video, which we'll just hide this for now. So when it comes to learning your blood sugar levels and how to control them, you may be like others and try some pretty ineffective stuff. Perhaps maintaining the insulin injection schedule is a strategy that's crossed your mind. It's a myth, and I fell for it myself at first. Now, if that isn't a myth, we'd change that. That's what we put in here. Finding a good family doctor maybe is a good myth. You know,
right?
Like, so here's the surprise: there's a right way to make this happen, and you can also improve overall health through exercise and physical activity while you're at it. Now you can change that. You could also let's just put something specific to diabetes in here because this is general. So how about we can also what would be the big promise that you're going to make for somebody?
That we can moderate or even reverse your diabetes.
I'm just going to keep it pretty simple. Some find they moderate and even reverse diabetes, and that's great. Now, notice I'm not using pronouns here because that's against the rules, and there are rules that will tell you what you can and can't do. So that's why we have these sentences down here to help you double check things. So I like that one. That one's good. So I'm going to click that one, pop that right in there. Boom, it's done. Okay. So discover more here. It says, I even say like, now discover more here. By the way, this one did not pull in the watch the discovery because this one, we wrote this for you, but if I regenerate it, it would. So I'm just pulling this in super fast. This is just one version of that email. I could always regenerate it and it would pull in other things. So, so let's look at challenge with diabetes management. Here's the right way to do it. Well, how's that for a subject line?
Very good.
Okay, great. All you gotta do is click view and it's done. Now, this is a very, very short, this is almost a tease to a promotion thing. So I'm going to show you the short one like we just did right now. And now I'm going to show you a longer content oriented diabetes one. Okay.
Okay.
So this one's right here. I'm going to just pop that in. And that went pretty quick. So I'm going to pop that into the chat here and come back over here. And let's go over commission control again. And this time, let's do inspiration. We'll look at some categories. Look at all the different inspiration articles we can send out. We can send out tons of them, right? So let's go with, let me see here. Let's go with stories. And how about what did Matt do wrong? I don't know which, I'm just selecting these here. So diabetes, okay. And we're gonna choose the diabetes one. And again, if you'll check this out, all of these are already, whenever you see a number here, this means they're already filled out. Now, what's the signature? Well, it's to your health, Gordon, because again, we've already completed that part of the niche. And as Gordon's going through here, we're filling out more and more things. So causes, we've got all the causes here. Goals, already gone, already got all the goals. Now, remember, we just learn your blood sugars, keep the blood sugar in check, manage your blood sugar confidently, etc. Solutions, there's false solutions and 3 success myths. So this one email has got a lot of different variations in it. And then there's the actions, okay? All of this is already done. We're just gonna generate it just without doing anything. And let's just look at what the system creates. Let's see how well we did, okay? So there's only a few fields that are left undone. A clever name for the primary cause, okay? Now, I think I know what that clever name is because you just told it to me.
Yes.
Inflammaging. Is that the right way to do it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm going to capitalize the A just because I kind of like it that way. So you don't have to, of course. But so you have, when inflammaging is running underneath the surface, make your life really difficult. So now, all I have to do to get that in here, I can click each one of these, but I'm going to go ahead and continue filling this out. Okay, now the primary cause is now called inflammaging. Let's go ahead and regenerate it, and I'll show you what happens. It's going to pop it into all these different cases. See, now it's in there. Now, I might want to bold this. I don't know. Let's bold it. It doesn't. We could bold it here. We could have bolded it inside the email application. It doesn't matter. Inflammation caused primarily by, okay, we have obesity, unhealthy menu, lack of exercise. What causes it? So this is what our system pulls in automatically. But we want you to pull in what causes this. So what causes inflammaging?
Stress, environmental things, getting old, injury.
Okay, well, let's limit it to a few things: stress, environmental factors, aging, and let's see, aging, and even injury. How's that?
That's good.
Now, I'm not even trying to write copy right now. Now, here, this is going to ask you, how do you beat it? I want you to do what? Now, I don't even think that you have to put this into this particular email because I can see it's not over here, but you would want to do this eventually later on down the line. So I'm going to pop this in right now. So now it's asking you to define what is inflammation. So let's define it. What is the definition of inflammaging?
Just a second. You don't get a real short one because it's not really understood that well.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to use this as a demo. So we'll just go super short just for our demo. Okay.
It's chronic low-grade inflammation, and the phenomenon is termed as inflammaging.
Chronic, what would you say, long-term?
Chronic low-grade inflammation.
Low-grade. Okay. Now, you would want to elaborate on that. Notice that you don't need to ever add periods inside this, just so you know, because that does it. We did it. Okay. Sadly, when this happens more type 2 diabetics than we believe, even to type 2 diabetics who change every aspect of their current lifestyle, already written for you. But let's change that to diabetic sufferers, because now you see how much that one little change, all I had to do was click, okay? Believe me, it happened to Matt. Here's the problem. Well-intentioned guys like Matt often follow the typical average blood sugar control plan that is inadequate for most. And this results in Matt suffering the same woes as you, dealing with high blood sugar levels, as you end up feeling concerned, boxed in, and weary. Ugh. Fortunately, there's an alternative method that does just the opposite. It can lead to normal blood sugar levels and renewed confidence. While you learn how to notice the grammar is all perfect, as if it wasn't written by a machine that just clicked a few buttons. This is the same secret plan the smartest type 2 diabetics use, and now you can too. You'll discover, and this is what I wrote in right here, you want to check out this viral presentation while it's still online to your health. P.S. So in case you're wondering, this was not a short email. This was a long content email. I just wanted to show you how powerful this can be. Okay, what did this diabetes management newbie do wrong? I know this subject line is awesome because it's one of our top 100. Click view and look at what Email CopyPro created literally in 5 minutes.
Wow.
And it's all in, because so that's how easy this is. And all you would have to do is to tweak this. If you found, I want to call something a little bit different, etc. This one term right here is part of inbox branding.
Yes.
And you heard Gordon use the term inbox branding. Gordon is one of our first beta users, so he got in on inbox branding from day one. Well, that is inbox. Now, inflammaging, every time you see it, you can't help but think of Gordon's product. It's just impossible not to think of it because he branded that, right? Now, we all helped him brainstorm some ideas on that call, and that's what our done for you team will do for you. We'll come up with these terms. Now, if you want to do it yourself, you can watch my coaching videos, and that's great. So that's why we give you the 2 different options. But notice how this one thing really sticks out like a low grade. It's huge. What is it now? I would define this longer than as chronic low grade inflammation. I would say inflammation happens when blah 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 blah. It's also this, that, and the other. And that's the thing that you would have to fill out because you know your product or service. Other than that, yes, that's it. Everything else we did for you. All you did was follow you followed the prompts. And if you found a word like, extraordinary doesn't really work with this, it's okay, but I don't like the word extraordinary. Like, I'll just say other. And there you go. It's just done. So I'm going to save the email because I just saved it manually, and it popped my video up here. So it's kind of fun. That's interesting. That's a bug that I'm going to fix. So there you go. So now I just changed that one line, other type 2 bad. This is how difficult it was, folks. Now I'm going to go ahead and send this to Gordon because he's such a nice guy. And now, Gordon.
Thanks, John.
You got that, and you had it done literally in minutes. Literally.
Well, the funny thing is, John, I just found that term, but I can't imagine people not opening an email with the headline, "Are you suffering from inflammaging?" Oh, everyone's going to wonder what the heck is that.
Totally. I mean, that's the whole idea. It's like you want something like there's some inbox branding terms that either I've come up with or the guys in that I coached have come up with, or friends of mine have come up with. Menopause belly, fat burning hormone. Gosh, there's so many. There's so many of those kind of inbox branding terms that when you hear them and you see a subject line that says menopause belly or a subject line that says the fat burning hormone, you go, oh, what is that, right? Well, that's what Email CopyPro helps you do, and at the same time writes these beautiful, elegant emails that you see how fast it is to do this, right? Just click on your rules. This is what you want to pay attention to, folks. We have these rules here for a reason. Don't use capital letters. Don't use punctuation. Do not use an A or an and in front of the plural. So in other words, we just have this down to where you want to make sure that you just follow the rules. And we have tons of examples. So whenever you're stuck, you've got all this stuff over here. You got these beautiful tutorial videos that we have now. Thank you, Leanne, for updating these. So inside each of these sections, you have a tutorial video that explains just this. So we didn't want to just leave you hanging. We've got hundreds of videos in here that you can watch whatever you get stuck. Like, I just don't know what to write for get your blood sugar under control. Okay, well, come over here, click the video, load that video, and hit play. There you go. That's exactly what you do. That's all or you just look at the description, or you look at examples, and you can see how fast this is. It's blazing fast. So that's it. Now we're done. And so he's ready to send. But even better than that, if I wanted to, I could create entire sequences in here. I'm going to go into mission control and do this real quickly, and then we're going to announce it's time to buy. Okay, so we're going to go into the categories here under Inspire, and I'm going to look at, actually, I'm going to go back, excuse me. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to look at everything we have, and I'm going to click a sequence, a 21-day indoctrination sequence, a 21-day set of emails, okay? What about that? Now again, I could use any niche. I could create a niche from scratch. I could use our starter niche, which fills in generic content that you simply type over and change. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to generate this just that fast. So this is a 21-day sequence that's creating all 21 days of these emails. And they go out at different times. And all of a sudden, you'll see in about, it takes about 10, 15 seconds to write the emails. And there you go. Here's the instructions. Here's when to send out each email down to the day, okay? Here's each email already written for you. Look at all this. Already done. Already done. Now, this is a great little content piece here, okay? I'm listing 3 things you need to look for when searching for the perfect plan for eating right. The very first thing to look for is that your plan for eating right. I would change that to, see that plan for eating right? That's right there. I would add a new entry, and I would say simply this. I'm just going to reword it. Just now, I'm not going to fill out all this information because this is an entire content segment, but you're going to get the idea. So that your healthy eating plan is, I mean, now all of a sudden it's just, there's a typo in here. I just noticed that. So my mistake. So, but you get the idea. Just changing little things like that can make the emails completely sync. Now that's just one email and I'm done. All I have to do is just do a little bit of it. Here's the next one. Look at this. Content, how to do X. Already done for you. Promo, here's one called Mrs. Jones versus Mrs. Smith. Again, the primary solution, pop it in here. What's the primary solution? Well, we don't have it. We need to add the primary solution. Gordon, what's your primary solution? And see, all you got to do whenever you see these brackets is you know you haven't entered the data. Okay? So I don't need the colon here. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Primary solution. What's the primary solution called? What is the mechanism behind your product? What do you call it?
Well, it's a patented, let's see, what would be the best way? It's the only patented.
Okay, I want you to fill in this sentence. I'm putting Gordon on the spot here. Gordon, who's not a copywriter, I'm going to show you. This is the secret to email CopyPro right here. The examples and these little sentences above. Complete this sentence. What makes my product work so well is something I call blank. Things like the blood sugar factor, the blank. So you want to name your primary solution. And your primary solution, let me give you an example. What makes Email CopyPro work so well is something I call inbox branding. Inbox branding is my primary solution. What makes Email CopyPro Epic Emails work so well is something I call persuasion triggers. Now, I don't sell a course called Persuasion Triggers. I sell Email CopyPro. So for now, I'm just going to give you as an example. I'm just going to come in here and say, this is not a good one, but I'm just going to call it the blood sugar factor. Okay. So just to give you an idea of how it will sound inside the entry. Now I'm going to pop that in. Let me tell you about the blood sugar factor. I feel it's by far the most efficient living with diabetes solution there is out there. So if I don't like living with diabetes, I just change it to diabetes. Just click that, boom, it's in there. And that's how fast this goes. So literally, so the blood sugar factor is now a thing. Okay, guess what? The blood sugar factor is not that bad. You know, it's not exactly the most terrible primary solution. But now that's going to pull in every single time, and you'll have subject lines written: "Are you plagued by the? Do you know about the blood sugar factor? Is the blood sugar factor the answer to your diabetes solution?" Do you see how well this works? So that's how powerful this system is. Now that was 21 days of emails, all done for you. And I don't know about you, but if I could get 21 days of emails written for me within literally a matter of minutes, I'd be pretty happy. And then all you have to do is just change anything that you don't like. And once it's changed to the system, it's done. Notice it says primary solution. I click here. I click blood sugar factor. Pop it in there.
So the name of the product, John, is Ludamax. So you could just pop Ludamax in there, and I think that would work.
Oh, but check this out. I'm glad you mentioned that, Gordon, because one of the things that we talk about here is that this is not the name of your product. If you'll watch the video, it's not the name of your product. What makes Glutamax work, you said Glutamax?
Ludamax, L-U.
Okay, Ludamax work is something we call blah, blah, blah. Okay, and that's that blah, blah. Now, but I'm walking you guys through something that's like gold if you'll listen, if you'll take this to heart, okay? What makes Ludamax work so well is a proprietary blend called blank, or what makes Ludamax work so well is something we call the blood sugar factor. Now blood sugar factors, I just threw that out there. That's the easiest, right. But let's, something we call, sugar stems, something we call, sugar binders. I'm making stuff up here off the top of my head, but because I don't know this industry as well as you do. The point is, it's just when you say, what is it making the product work? We're forcing you to think through that. Now, granted, if we do it for you, we do it for you. Our team will do this all for you. If you do it yourself, we give you the videos and the help to say, how do I come up with a term that I really like that is my primary solution? Because we want to help you build your inbox brand. It's awesome that we can create, this is the only system in the world that creates emails that read like this. I mean, there's nothing out there even remotely close. I could sell this just as it is. But again, I did not want to do that. I wanted to not only create a system that was the best software out there by far, not even close. There's nothing even in the same ballpark. It's not even in the same country of the zip code of the ballpark. But I wanted to create something that will help you create an inbox brand. And that, my friend, is a system of thinking. It's a system of tutorials, of ideas, so that when you get in here, you'll read the email just like I did right there and say, What is a word for that? What is a term for that? So I got Gordon's mind spinning right now, and he's going to come up with something just like he came up with the inflammatory aging. Okay, he came up with that on his own because we were on a call for 30 minutes and everybody was like chiming in ideas, right? So that's what we want to help you do. And that's the power of Email CopyPro. Yes, come for the software, come for the ease of creating emails. You can literally create, as you just saw, an entire sequence of emails within a matter of minutes once you get your niche filled out. Stay for the inbox branding. Stay for all the stuff that's going to build your business over time. It's great that we can write great emails for you. It's awesome that we can do that. It's even better that we can add the inbox branding stuff all throughout it. And so when you go to the next email, like, okay, well, so you look at this overwhelm email, right? For example, and again, if I don't like this overwhelm email just for grins, I'll just regenerate it. I'll rewrite the whole thing. If I don't like it, oh, it just rewrote. So we don't just give you one version of stuff. We let you rewrite stuff. So it's really, there's just nothing that remotely compares to that, but it's rewriting with your inbox branding intact, as opposed to some boring blah, blah, blah. You know, that's not going to work for you. Now, look, now, Gordon, did you see that? We weren't in this email, were we? But the moment I rewrote it, you feel, oh, well, when it comes to blood sugar mastery, then I encourage you to start by discarding old frustrating ways and check out the blood sugar factor. It's an overwhelm killer because it simplifies and streamlines the entire process. Now, because I see that it's going ... and I'm so used to saying ... I'm going to change the ... here, but I would do that, but you get the idea. I'm not going to get too pedantic here, but you get, so now it's asking for the name of the product or service. The only thing that wasn't filled out here is the name of the product or service. That's it. And then, of course, I've got Grammarly installed. And so Grammarly, by the way, I don't use Grammarly for copywriting because this is proper copy. It's not proper grammar. Like, and in fact, comma, they would say take out the comma. I bet you, yeah, see, I could do that. But no, a comma there needs to be there from a copywriting point of view. But don't worry about that. The point is, we provide all this badass copy for you along with your inbox branding, which we help you create. And there's simply not another program on the planet that does it. So that is our preview, a very thorough preview, I think, of Email CopyPro, and something, as you can tell, why we're so excited about this, because it has been, this has been years in the making, literally years in the making, and this new version of it has been since March in the making, and we're very happy to finally release it to the public. So, all right, Leanne, are you with us?
No, but I am here. Yay. So we do have, we do have a code. Let me mute Ken and you for a second. We have our code and we have a page ready. And if you say go, John, I can show them where to go.
Okay, so let me tell you what, yes, I'll tell you what the deal is. We're going to offer this to you tonight. And again, we're going to give you $500 off if you want to have our team do this for you. And we're going to give you $200 off if you just want to do this yourself. So we're giving you both memberships, okay? The different price strategies, you can choose the one you want. The platinum membership and the gold membership, okay? So I want you to just picture this. You can start with the gold membership, which is what we were just showing you. You get everything I was just showing you. You'll also get me helping you train live in a group setting, of course. That's happening Saturday and Monday. You'll get all of that for $397. Now that's the first month, and that will get you set up with the calls and everything, $397. And then it's $97 a month for as long as you want to write emails, and we'll give you unlimited emails. So I charge $1,000 an email. Imagine getting every email that you just saw for $97. So it's like a no-brainer decision to get Email CopyPro. I mean, so that is our gold membership. Our platinum membership is where we actually help you by hand, meaning we have an intake form, our team gets with you, we literally coach you one-on-one, and that's far more expensive. Normally that's $34.97 to do that, but tonight we'll give that to you for $29.97. And then after the first month, it goes to $97 a month. So so we have a setup fee for both of them. The setup fee for the gold is $397. That saves you $200. And the setup fee for the platinum, where we work with you for the first 30 days, is $29.97, where our team works with you, helps you create a really powerful inbox brand, helps you really nail down your offer, your funnel, all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's one-on-one stuff. So that's for more advanced marketers or more serious marketers who are ready to go for that. But we're going to give you both those tonight. If you'll go ahead and pop in. Leanne, I think you're here with us now. I just see her.
I couldn't figure out how to unmute myself.
Oh, awesome. Well, good to have you. Good to have you. So so we are ready to give you guys the access keys. So you guys can dive in. If you're already an Email CopyPro customer, You get 2.0 for free. And if you want to upgrade to have the done for you service, we can definitely work with you. Email customer support, and so if you want to purchase that tonight, we can make we can give you the refund of what you originally paid for Email CopyPro, for example. So and that way you can get that if you want that, because we get asked that question a lot, like, oh, I bought Email CopyPro, but I want to go up to we literally had somebody on here, I think it was the second night. Oh, we went up to we have your team work with us. How much was it going to how can I have that happen? Well, yeah, we just refunded the amount of the original purchase, and then they just pay the monthly. So the bottom line here is, now we're going to go to $197 a month. From day one, I was like, if someone isn't going to pay $197 a month for emails that are A-list copy emails that get regenerated, I mean, come on. I mean, if you can't make $200 off of your email list, you're definitely doing something wrong. And one of the things you may be doing wrong is not having these level of emails, right? But we decided to keep it at $97 a month until we hit we have a threshold. And once we cross a certain number of threshold of members, we're going to $197 a month. So we're going to let you guys in for that $97 a month and lock you in for as long as you want to be a member. We'll never raise the price on you. So again, we have a setup fee for both of them. And you can go to the page right now and you can see.
So there we go. Should I show you that?
Yeah.
Okay, so right here next to the video, there is a button that allows you to save $500 today. When you click that button, this page will open up. And the prices here are not the prices that you are paying today. The prices that you're paying today is $500 less. All you have to do is click the options that you want. Just click it. It'll open up a page for you. And you can see the discount right here on the bottom. And then if you click here, and scroll down, you can see the discount right here on the bottom. So all you have to do is fill in your information and you are locked for life. So that's it. That's how easy it is. Next to the video where you're watching us right now, click this button, go to the page, choose which option fits you best. And if you have over 4,000 points, here's your discount code right here on the top. So you can use that. And so as John said, if you make 4,000 points by the end of Monday, right? And you bought it. So John, I see you trying to say something.
Yes, it's very important. Okay, can you go back to that screen? Because this is a typo on my part. I had to get a graphic over to Yafat. The gold membership is $597. That's our actual real price. If you go to emailcopypro.com, if you don't believe me, just go there. You'll see it's $597. That's what we charge from day one. We're doing $397 on the Hangout. So $397. And I just forgot to change that, literally forgot to change the price. So, but when you click on it, you'll see the $397 is on the order form. So my apologies.
Right here.
So the $29.97 is correct. So it's normally $34.97. So it's $29.97 tonight to get into the coaching program. So Deb is asking if the platinum is the same as coaching program. Yes, it's one-on-one coaching. So it's not just group coaching, is you get that no matter which program you get into, but we can help you individually with, oh, what's my primary solution? What's my primary cause? What are my 4 myth factors? There's a lot of inbox branding stuff inside Email CopyPro that we want to, and again, all the emails that you just saw, with the exception of that last one, were starter emails. So when I went into the last one, that's more of an advanced email, and I just pulled up a couple of them, and just in a few of those emails, we had different, like, what's your primary solution, what's your primary cause, what's the name of your product. I mean, we'd like to help you with all of that, because goodness knows, man, when you get strong inbox branding, your sales reflect that. That's the bottom line. I mean, so whenever you hear the term inbox brand, you will never think of anyone but John Vincent. You will never think of anything but Email CopyPro. It's just not possible. So especially persuasion triggers, inbox branding, that is my primary solution, right? So I'm using the same thing I'm teaching you guys, and all great marketers use this stuff. This is not, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just giving the wheel a different name. Now, what we have done is completely reinvent the wheel and made the wheel a lot better when it comes to the software itself. Because now you don't have to write this stuff. So if you want to come up with it on your own, that's awesome. But at least you don't have to write it, okay? Because writing quality emails, oh my God. Okay, I'm going to take you guys down this really quick path, and make sure we got the links in here. We got the links. We got everybody. You know where to go.
Yeah, so guys, right next to the video where you're seeing us, so you don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to look for links, nothing else. You're on the page, right next to the video, you have the link to click, and you can save $500 today. And Eddie says, I'm in. Thank you, guys. So that's awesome. Oh, let me unmute you. Sorry.
And Deborah, yes, Deborah mentioned talking to George. George is our head of inbox branding. He's the head of our copy team. So that's the team that handles all the coaching. And now there's different levels of coaching, Deborah. I want to make sure that I answer your question properly. We have 2 levels of coaching. We have the platinum level, which is what we're talking about tonight, which is where we help you build your niche. Okay, that's per niche. So if you have 3 niches, you'd have to do it 3 times. But most people only have 1 business. So we help you build a niche out. And we've got like we did this stuff for Mindshare, which is JJ Virgin's big Mindshare Summit coming up in San Diego. It's one of the largest events of the year. We work with Agora. So we work with some pretty big name people. Now they have multiple niches and we have to build up multiple niches. But there's another type of coaching program where we take you on monthly and we actually help you from like a high-end coaching program to help you with everything in your business. Now we're not offering that tonight, but that's something you can go to later. But what we're offering tonight is the inbox branding coaching to help you get your niche set up. We can do that for you one-on-one, working with our team, and we're going to give you $500 off that $34.97 to $29.97, and 10% off that if you're over 4,000 points. Just type in that code, and then we're going to give you the starter package. What we call the gold package. It's just going to get you started really quickly, and that's only $397 for your first month and $97 a month. Then after, that's it. And the $397 will get you set up, and it's going to get you 2 calls with me if you want them in a group, Saturday and Tuesday. So no one else is ever going to get that live setup. Here's how you go through email CopyPro, because we're only going to do that once, right? So you guys can get that. It's a special time. We're offering it to you guys. I'm offering one of my good friends in this business is Evan Pagan, and I'm doing a webinar for Evan tomorrow. So we're offering it then, and we're offering it to JJ's group because JJ's one of my best friends in the world. So in this fitness world, this crazy fitness world. So other than that, this is it. So we wanted to give this to you guys first. This is the very first time we've released it. It literally got released today. So we're happy. We're pretty thrilled about this. So
let's take questions from the people who have joined us. So Shireen, let me see if I can unmute you. There we go. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, I have to say, don't I? I have to say, g'day, mate.
Uh-oh, did we lose you?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you can hear me. Sorry, I've got an echo somewhere. Hello. I've got an echo somewhere there.
There you go. You're good. Go for it.
Okay. Well, I don't have a question. I was hoping you'd do one of those wonderful emails for me. But if it's a question that I'm asking, I'm having difficulty with the difference between the product name and the what's it called, where you've got CopyPro
Solution. So yeah.
Now,
okay.
Can I tell you what I've got as my solution? I've got AD7Z Achievement Protocol. Now, there's a reason for the AD7Z, which I won't bore you with, but does that sound like a sensible thing?
I don't know enough about what you do to know if that does, but for example, let me give you an example of this. Like, let's say that your product was P90X. Well, P90X is a terrible name. I've always thought it was a terrible name. It obviously didn't do terrible business. It built a $1 billion, the very first $1 billion fitness business. P90X doesn't mean anything unless you hear what it means. But if you go through P90X, that's the product name. They talk about all this different kind of. They have all their own inbox branding. They have like the X intensity and all this kind of stuff. So what makes P90X work is the X intensity factor. Okay, or I'm making that up. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but because we didn't do it. but that's what you want to say. So what makes name of your product work is the blank method, the blank factor, the blank principle, inbox branding, persuasion triggers. So that, you see how that works? It's like, it's very important. The distinction here is so crucial because, again, in your prospect's mind, they may have, for example, with Gordon, there's literally thousands of diabetes products out there, thousands. So Gordon can legitimately say, this is the only diabetes product out there that has the X factor, the blood, and I called it the blood sugar factor. That's not a good name, but you get the idea. Like, we wouldn't do this normally in 1 minute. I've done it before in a minute. Sometimes I'll come up with some name that just kind of surprises me. Not tonight, but yeah. But that's why it's the only one with this. And so it's the same thing. Now where we came up with this idea is from Budweiser. I talk about the Budweiser factor all the time, and every time I've ever spoken live, I think I bring this up. Beechwood aged is what Budweiser started talking about its beer back in the 70s, I believe. It was a long time ago. But most beers are Beechwood aged. That's nothing new. But they were the first ones to say it. And so now when I say Beechwood aged, I guarantee you no one thinks Miller Lite. Not a single person on the planet. That's called inbox branding, baby. That's what that's at, right? So that is what we're trying to get you to do. We're trying to get you to say, okay, what is it that's going to make people go, okay, this is the only product with X. So what's really cool is you want to talk about a killer inbox brand. It was so killer. I have to thank Leanne. She's on the call tonight. I'm writing a book on love and relationships called Epic Love, and it's my passion project. It's going to be out this year. And everyone that knows me knows I'm writing this stuff. I talk about epic all the time. I use the word constantly. And so I decided to write it around this term Epic Love. And when I was coming up with we needed to come up with a system of how these emails work through like a funnel, like, because, you know, we have all these great emails, but we didn't have like a system. Like the Email CopyPro 1.0 guys know this. We had all these great emails that would just say content, promotion, et cetera, et cetera. I said, what if we came up with a system like you do this, then you do this, and you do this, and you cycles back. And so I said, well, let's break it in, because I mean, people were using indoctrination and ascension and all those words that sounded a little too techy. So I came up with engage, inspire, promote, and Leanne said, you know what, that's almost spells epic. And I went, holy shit, it does. I mean, so I literally made it spell epic.
Brilliant.
But now Epic Email is taken off, and I'm not trying to talk on and on about my own stuff, but the reason I'm bringing this up, I will show you the Skype chat. If in case you're wondering if I'm like bullshitting you, I can show you the Skype chat. I just got today from one of the top Facebook guys in the world, sent me a Skype chat. He goes, dude, I saw your Facebook Live last night. Epic Email, fucking awesome. Okay. So now there's no way you can think of another system outside of Epic. Now here's what's really cool. The only place on planet Earth you can get Epic Email is in inside Email CopyPro. That's it. I mean, so it's like, so again, that's not only strong inbox branding, that's great product recognition. So that's, we're taking the same things we're teaching you inside Email CopyPro. It's more than just an email system. It is a way of approaching your marketing. So to answer your question, I would need to know more about the product, obviously, but you should just think of it in terms of what makes product name so really awesome and special is something I call blank. And Epic Email, inbox branding, you can have more than one, by the way. You can have more than one. So we have 3: persuasion triggers, inbox branding, and Epic Email system. So all 3, I use all 3 continually. And so we can set an email campaign all around Epic Email. In fact, we just did for Evan's stuff. So all we focused on was Epic. So Epic's easy to remember. Well, again, I mean, this was I actually came up with it subconsciously probably, but Leanne was smart enough to see it. She goes, that almost spelled epic. I went, oh my gosh, I can make it spell epic. Oh, we can do this. And
Leanne's always being so clever. I remember one time with Accelerator, which is just a magic product as well that I have. And with Accelerator, you became quite ill and you were doing a coaching session. And Leanne just fit it in so beautifully. You're very lucky to have Leanne there for you.
Well, I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. She's awesome. Yeah. I remember. I unfortunately remember that. Yeah.
So can I tell you just a little bit about this new thing that I have?
Sure. We just so you know, we're a little tight on time, but yes, we can get another minute. Would be great.
It's very simple. I've gone through this amazing life, which has been like, I don't know why I've been so successful at so many things when other people haven't. And then recently, at this stage of my life, I realized why. I have ADHD. And then I looked around and found that you look at so many successful people, whether they're swimmers, whether they're Bill Gates, so many have ADHD.
True.
Now there's new science.
No, it is true.
Very, very new science. It's only just recently been released in the US. The rest of the world doesn't know about it, but there's new science as to why ADHD people have this measure of success. that other people don't. And looking at it from a point of view of being an ADH person, I sort of went, wow, that's incredible.
That's also really great content. Now, Joe Polish, my friend Joe, talks about this all the time, and he literally says there's hardly a successful entrepreneur out there that doesn't have ADHD of some sort.
Yes.
And yes, there's some science to that. Yeah, I'm sure.
Now, what I've been practicing, I do life coaching. I've been practicing on people in different parts of the world. And I've been practicing them letting them know, obviously, why. But I've said, try this with me. Let's just see if it works. And all of a sudden, their life changes.
Yeah.
Because they're not, it's all because of engagement. If you become engaged in something, you're obviously more likely to achieve it.
Absolutely.
But some things you don't want to become engaged in, right? So when you know how to become engaged using this new science, that normally only ADHD, but we do it naturally. You know, we just automatically do it. But the neurotypical person doesn't automatically do it. So that's where the AD7Z, because there's 7 areas of engagement in ADHD. So yeah, so you know.
Yeah. Well,
so
cool.
if you get any bright ideas, give me a call and let me know.
Well, join us on the coaching calls next week, and maybe we can take it. Awesome.
I will.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
And it's a wonderful program. Thank you for doing it for us.
Yeah, thanks. We got all.
Yeah, and then Leanne wants to say something. So Leanne.
Okay.
Well, I can't because I'm muted.
No, you can because we hear you.
You're right there.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, my little microphone has a line through it. Sorry. Yeah, so it was killing me when I was muted like 2 minutes ago. We're talking about me and the Epic system. I just wanted to add the whole, just to drive a point home about inbox branding. If you go out onto the interwebs and you look for, do a search for Eugene Schwartz unique mechanism, that is inbox branding, which just goes to, but it's basically taking something, whether you make it up, whether you find it, ideally it's in the product, like, you know, Beechwood Aged would really be unique to Budweiser, but it wasn't. So ideally it's in the product, but now you guys know you can make it up. Like they just took Beechwood Aged and said, hey, nobody else is talking about it. We're going to talk about it. Or you can totally make it up out of thin air like John did with inbox branding. Like, he took the unique mechanism and said, I'm going to call it inbox branding because that's what I want to call it in my system.
Yeah, and then Epic took it on its life of its own. So, so just in case somebody's wondering, I usually don't text. I have a very dear girl, a very dear girlfriend, and she's going to ER. So I was watching my text messages to make sure she's okay, and looks like she's going to be okay, but it's still like okay. So going to ER, I'm like, oh, some texts are going, oh, text me, let me know how you're doing. I mean, but so anyway. That's, if you get you're wondering why I'm looking at my phone while Leanne's talking. I wasn't listening. So, okay, Leanne, thanks. So I know we got a lot of people on here, and we've got, I know Yafat is going to.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's jump to our next one. We had the guy from yesterday, Kola on.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, saying it right. That's awesome. Hey.
Yeah, yesterday, I really enjoyed, the little draft that you did with me. And then I remember you saved it, and because I wanted to kind of share that with my partner to kind of about the CopyPro, because I'm excited about it, and I couldn't find it. I don't know whether you saved it or it's a link.
Yeah, because I did it in my account, not in yours. So,
okay.
Yeah. You can just duplicate what I did in your account. That's what you would do. Yeah. We can't log into your account for security. Well, I can, but I don't for security reasons, because that's obviously we protect your data. So the only time we do that is when you sign a form saying we can log into your account. But yeah, just take that and just put it in the system.
Oh, okay. So what you did yesterday when you said you I thought you sent it to me, or
we did. We put it in the chat yesterday.
Yeah, you have it. You said a word like, so I thought maybe you sent it to me or it wasn't there. Anyway.
Oh, it's in the chat. So did you get it in the chat yesterday?
No, I didn't get the chart yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's no problem. We can. You thought dive in here, help us out here. Where does he get the chat?
Oh, here's what happens when you are in the Hangout. The chat in the Hangout stays in the Hangout. Once you close the Hangout, the chat is gone. So unless John, you want to recreate it for him, and
I just love Google. Google can completely go to hell.
Come
freaking
on.
hate Google.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that. Sorry, guys. I know I love you, but I cannot stand Google. So let me do this. I think I got you one better. Let me see if I'm smart enough to do this. Which no guarantees. I'm thinking what we did here. Do you remember? You know, normally we clear out our data that we do. So
could we? You know, I don't want to take your time, but if we could search it by the title, because the thing was clicked when you said the skills builder method.
Yeah, I don't think.
But if you can't search them, I won't worry about it because I took some notes. So.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I can see if we can find this here. Do you remember if it was Skills Builder? I remember that, and it was. Do you remember if it was a promotion or was it?
Yeah. Yesterday, yeah, I believe it was promotion. It was promotion letter or campaign that we did. Yeah, I'm sure it was promotion.
Okay. Yeah. I see. False solution.
Today was the niche. You mentioned yesterday we will be doing the niche today.
Yeah, you know what? I almost guarantee. I mean, see if I can find it. If I can't find it, then I don't know what to tell you. I didn't know that they disappeared in the chat. So that's just another one of Google's many fuck ups. So I can list them to you. There's a lot of them. So it's why I don't use it on a routine basis. But yes, on the other hand, one of the things that's really awesome about it is the ability to bring people on and have a cool conversation that's happening live right now. But yeah, I can't find it, but I will see. I will look for it after we're done. And if I find it, I will send it to you.
Okay, great.
All right.
Thanks.
You got it.
Then let's go down the line. And we have Michael. Hey, Michael.
Michael?
You are unmuted. Yay.
Is that me?
Yes.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm just listening to a lot of the courses and the recordings. I actually do record the recordings and listen to them after the fact. I finally able to get on, so I haven't been able to get on for most of the last week or two.
Well, happy to have you.
Thank you. I was just looking at the at version 2.0. It looks awesome.
We think so too. Yeah. Yeah, we really like it. We really like it, man. So if you do you have a question, or do you want to just you're welcome to hang out. We'd love to have you guys in here. So
I mean, I was just kind of like hanging out. I'm sort of, I mean, for me in my business, I'm kind of in a fuzzy area where I'm looking at rebuilding my business, and part of it I wanted to focus on helping franchises and small businesses with email re-engagement campaigns. But then I also have been listening to a lot of what you're saying, especially when you're building the ClickBank business. That's awesome. Something that's on autopilot, something just kind of runs with the monthly residual income. That's actually something I'd rather focus more energy on than than trying to get a bunch of clients.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, residual income is where it's at, and of course we build that through having quality emails that go out. So by all means, yeah, that's something Email CopyPro obviously would really help you do. So just the thing that's holding people back from a lot of residual income is they just don't want to write the emails. And I'm gonna tell you this real quick, this stat, and then we're gonna see a couple of new guys on the chat, and we'll get them in too.
Cool.
Oh, before I forget, and I apologize, I forgot how to pronounce the gentleman's name, but I just figured out a way for the last gentleman to find, if he's still on the call, how he can find this. So what we did, just go back and watch the Hangout from yesterday, and you can just comment from there. So, okay. So anyway, so I don't know why I didn't think of that. So just go back and watch. Now, granted, you'll have to type, but at least it's on video. So you thought maybe you can help with that. But in the interim, let's make sure that people know where to get the program, because we are here to let that out tonight. So do we have a link? Because I don't see it myself. So if I don't see it, I'm wondering if anyone else sees the buy link.
What are you looking for?
The purchase link for the
purchase link is right on the page itself. So I can share my screen again, and I can also put it in the chat. So I'll share my screen for a second, and you guys can see that. Here we are. And right here on the page itself, right here, buy right now. I know, John, you're used to Webinar Jam and we need to put stuff in chats and all that stuff. But anyone who watches the replays, comes to this page now, tomorrow, between Monday and all that stuff, this is the link. You can click here and it will take you to the buy page, and you can buy whatever you want. And if you want the link to the buy, I will put that in the chat as well.
I think Leanne just put it in the, Leanne, yeah, go ahead to the chat, because that's by far and away the best way to do it. I think. So you just did. There you go. Awesome. So you guys, it's in the chat, and you can choose the one that you want. And remember, if you're ordering today, we're going to give you $500 off the first one and $300 off the second one. So 10% off if you're over 4,000 points. And we'll even do that retroactively all the way till Monday. So if you have 500 points and you buy it today and you go, I'm going to get 3,500 more points, then we'll give you 10% back. So I think that's pretty cool deal. So let's take we've got other people that want to come on. And,
so David is here. Hey, David. Join us.
Hello.
Hey.
David.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, David?
Awesome. I actually, I'm happy, and I've been following the training as much as I possibly can. So I just had one quick question about the email copy 2.0 version. When is the deadline to purchase it?
The deadline to get the discount is going to be Monday at midnight. The deadline to purchase it will be never. The 2.0 version is going to, well, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't put a false scarcity on something, but
okay.
the deadline for the discounts that we're offering right now is going to be Monday. Actually, I said Monday at 5 o'clock. My mistake. Monday at 5 o'clock to get that 10% off and to get those deals. But yeah, email CopyPro's has been around, for a while, and so now it's just the new version of it. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and last question. Do I have the opportunity to get on the hot seat? Is that possible?
Are you talking about the hot seat when we do for the coaching calls that we're doing on Saturday and Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So definitely, it's on Saturday and Tuesdays. It's first come, first serve. And if you put in, say, and you give us a good case study, we'll take it. So yeah, we'll do that. If you jump in fast enough, we'll take it. How's that? And also, good. You know what? I totally forgot to do this. My fault for not bringing this up. But guys, we also have a ton of bonuses. Now, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't think we have to pepper this with anything. I think that giving you guys Email CopyPro just out of the box without anything other than what it is worth far more than what we're charging. But we have a lot of bonuses that go with that. Now, that's the one thing that we do retract. So we actually ask people to jump fast, and people that buy tonight, the very first thing I want to say that's an unadvertised bonus is I'm going to have another private call, and it's going to be a private call with just the folks that buy tonight. So we're going to pull that off on the side. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen in the middle of August, and we're going to give you time to get into the whole system. And we're going to send it out to you and go, hey, John's private calls tonight, or we're going to give you more than a night's notice, of course. And I'm going to pull you guys on, and we'll just go through your stuff and say, I'm going to give you just a 1-minute tip here and there. So that's something I normally charge $1,500 a person to attend. So I do coaching, I do $5,000 an hour or $1,500 for a group. It sounds like expensive, but we coach with these guys that make lots of money so that they can afford it. So that's a $1,500 bonus for anyone who buys tonight. Anyone who buys tonight can get on that call. And if you're already a customer, I always take care of you guys. You guys will be on the call too. So if you buy tonight, that's the bonus. That goes away before, if you buy before before the end of the night, midnight Pacific Standard Time. So that's the one thing we will take away. But Leanne's got a bunch of bonuses on top of that. So Leanne, will you cover what they get when they buy either one of our courses?
Yeah. Well, there are 2 bonuses. And one is John's training on it's a 28-day product creation formula. And it's literally step-by-step blueprint that you can go from today And 28 days from now, if it was February, it would be that entire month. Anyway, 28 days from now, you will have your entire product created. So there's that. It's great training. It's all video training. And then we also have a great video from Jay Abraham on how to sell. And so you get training from the great Jay Abraham, which he does very rarely. So to be able to get recent training from him is pretty darn good. This was training he did at John's private mastermind in Malibu. He spoke at it. And yeah, it's over an hour of training from Jay himself.
So that's what we got. So just on top of that, in case you were like wanting a faster product, if you don't have a product yet, by all means, please get the 28-day product creation formula, because you do create it in 28 days. And I made that for people that have full-time jobs. So if you have a full-time job and you're wanting to transition into internet marketing, I made this so that you only have to spend about 30 minutes to an hour a day at most to do this. So you can do it much faster than 28 days if you can put more time into it. But that's bonus is worth, by itself is worth its weight in gold if you just create a good ebook. I mean, that's what we help you do, create an ebook. So thanks for sharing out the bonuses. So guys, it's awesome. What else do we have?
Yeah, so let's go down the line. So Deb was asking interesting question. She was asking if we are customers, do we still need to buy for the calls? Is that right? No, right?
No, never. No, the only thing that you would need to buy if you're a customer is if you want to go to the platinum package. So if you're already an email CopyPro customer, but you don't work with you would know if you were working with our team, because they'd be on the phone with you. But if you want to upgrade to that package, then you would have to purchase the platinum package. And then all we would do is just refund you the difference in your initial purchase. It's still the same monthly, but it's just the initial difference. So let's say that you bought email CopyPro. A lot of people on the call have been on the calls for, I'm really flattered by this. We've been getting emails, I'm getting texts and everything from people that are customers that came on this and played this game for no reason other than just to help us out. And everyone who won our first top 5, every one of them were customers. And I'm still like, you had nothing to gain by this, right? And so really appreciate that. But they all paid $5.97, So if they come on and get the $29.97, we'll just refund you that $5.97 back, because I don't want to be unfair to you and have you pay more than somebody else would pay. That's the only thing that you would have to pay difference. So you get if you're a customer right now, you get coaching calls. We do coaching calls. We already do coaching calls once a week, and I carry that to an extreme. I mean, like, I'm on the calls probably about 80% of the time. So it's either me, Leanne, or Travis, or a combination thereof, and I'm on 80% of the time. If I'm not traveling, I'm on the call. So I never I'm going to go to the beach. I'm not going to be on the call today, unless it's a vacation. So we want to really take care of you once a week, but those are group calls. Okay. Those are group calls. What I'm doing above and beyond that is the Saturday and Tuesday calls. And that is specifically for everyone who's a customer currently and someone who becomes a customer right now. So if you get in before Saturday, which is going to be very advantageous, you're going to not only see how to use email CopyPro. I mean, how many product owners walk you through the software themselves? I mean, I'd like to think that, I try to do the things that no one else wants to do. That's Leanne told me something today. Leanne, you can come on and verify this if you want. She said something to the effect of, no, that she thought what I was doing was trying to she thought I was doing something that was rather not kind of negative. She thought I was like trying to do something that was really mundane and boring, so I didn't have to do something that was really kind of much more challenging, which is create a webinar. I was like, no, that's not what I was thinking at all. I just think that this needs to be done because it's a product experience. And she's like, oh, really? Yeah, it's the customer experience. I really want, and it's so silly. It's just changing the names of our graphic stills on our video titles to match whatever you're in. It's like, instead of having one generic video title, I said, now I want to do this. And she's like, okay, that's going to take like hours upon hours. Yeah, you're right. But we do it once and everybody's happier. So I try to go the extra mile, and going the extra mile with you means coming on that coaching call with you Saturday and again on Tuesday. You can join both, and walking you through all the interfaces. So we say, here's exactly all the buttons I'm pushing, why I'm pushing them, and let's do this and take all your questions live. So do check out the chat. We got the link in here. In case you're listening, it is live.emailcopypro.com/buy, B-U-I, /buy. And that will take you to the 2 options. You can choose which option that you want, and that's how you get in. So.
Okay, so we're running down the list here. Scott is asking, when are the coaching calls? So I'm assuming those are not the Saturday and Tuesday, but the regular coaching calls.
Yeah, our regular coaching calls are always on Thursdays. And we've been vacillating on times a little bit because we've been experimenting with what times work best. We have international clients, as you know. So people that are calling in from China, Australia, Europe, if we do it at 5 o'clock, it's like 3 in the morning there sometimes, Russia. So, you know, so we're looking at best times. The best times so far, I believe, Leanne, what did we settle on? Did we settle on 4 o'clock? Was it the time that we settled on?
We've been doing 3 o'clock PST.
3 o'clock PST. Okay, so my bad. 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock Pacific.
Because I just did it.
She just did. I couldn't be there today because of this. So I'm like, well, yeah, because I'm going to be coaching a hell of a lot this week. So I'm going to Saturday and then Tuesday again. So yeah, so Saturday and then of course tonight. So yeah, so we usually do Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that is every single Thursday. And we haven't missed a one yet, and we're not going to, because again, if I just sold software, you know, and I would just be doing what a lot of guys, well, not a lot of guys, because there's no other products like this, but guys that sell software in general, they just throw it out there and they go buy the software and they let you go. We take you by the hand as much as we can, and we'll take you all the way by the hand if you go to the platinum package. But even the gold package, I mean, you get a lot more hands-on than most people would do. Quite frankly, most people would do it in my position, and I refuse to think that way. I want to go the extra mile, and we're really proud of what we have, and we really want to help you succeed. I think that if you watch all the Hangouts, we've done like 10 of them now. If my intention to help you succeed isn't coming through, then I'm either way off your energetic level and you're just not catching it, or I'm doing something totally wrong. Let me know what I'm doing, because I'm really one of those guys that actually does want to help you succeed, and I think that we've created the best program in the world to help you do that.
So yes, Deborah, the calls are recorded, so you can watch them if you need to. And you also have support at emailcopypro.com, so you can always email if you have any questions. And that's it. And so Rick, Cheryl, any of you guys have any questions? Do you need to jump in, or we're good? You have questions, Rick? Yes, you do. Okay, hold on. There we go.
Yeah. First, before I ask my question, I have another definition for EPIC.
Okay, I want to hear this.
Experience, perfection, and communication.
That's awesome. I like that. I like that.
Here's another one. Experience, profound inspiration, and connection.
Oh, cool, cool. Well, that would fit right in with my book. So
yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. I love it.
Anyway, one thing I was wondering about is if you want to do a regenerate, but there's like maybe a section in it that you really love and you don't want to lose it, is it possible that you could just maybe select that, regenerate, and that one stays? Oh, I can't hear you.
That would be awesome if that was remotely possible within the way that we built the software. But here's what is possible, and here's how I train you to do that. So I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I'll tell you exactly how I do it, because I get what you're saying. Oh, I like this. I want to basically make my own email. Now, I mentioned before that we might come back with what we call the email builder, so that you can build your own emails. It's not exactly what you're saying, but it's close. But let me just go over here to this Diabetes 21 Days that we just did, and I'm just going to select one of these here. I'll select. It doesn't matter which email I'll select. And let's say that I really love this particular email right here. This one right here. I can select it. What I'll do is I'll go to View, I'll copy it, and that's all I got to do. I can just keep it in the View window over here, and then when I hit Regenerate, watch this. Hit Regenerate. It's going to regenerate the whole thing. See, the whole thing rewrote, including my typo. Guys, remember, we got a typo in the word groups here. Okay, but now if I hit View, I'm going to open it up in a new tab, and now I've got 2 emails. One, 2, completely. See, notice how they're different here. See?
Oh, good.
They're totally different. I can do that over and over, and if I want another one, I'm going to regenerate that one, and this is going to rewrite again. There it is again. I'll regenerate this one, open this in a new tab, and I can keep going until I get the one I like, and I go, oh, you know what? I really like this next thing your ideal plan has, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm going to come over here and go, I'm going to pop that in right here in place of this. And ta-da, it's in there. Now, obviously, it's not going to get the same fonts, but that's okay, because now I hit View over here. and copy it. It converts all the fonts to just normal HTML, and you can pop it right into your email client that you use.
Oh, good.
So that's how you do it.
Excellent. Okay,
Yeah.
now one other question. For guys like me that I don't have a regular business with clients or anything, I'm just creating my own product. And sometimes I'm so busy in the product creation phase that I might spend 2 months without writing any emails. And so I'm wondering, is there a pause mode so you don't have to pay $100 every month when you're not using it?
We don't have a pause mode right now. We have a way that whenever you stop, you just have to pay the setup fee again, because you just go in there. There's stuff that we have to do behind the surface that you don't see. But there is a place to pause it and return to it when you do that. But we'll work with you on this. I mean, because it's not, we don't want to take your money when you're not using it. The reason we made the $97 a month, to be frank with you, I mean, if let's say that you paid 3 months and never sent an email, so you paid $300, and then you're going to all of a sudden do a promotional email. One email can double that revenue easily if your list is even a couple hundred people. So
right.
We made it to where it's okay, I'm going to give you, let me take off the screen here. I'll come back on the camera. Sorry. So I've got I'd say 15 different monthly things that I pay for, and I know for a fact that I don't always use them. We have Zoom. I haven't used Zoom in a couple of months, for example, and that's a couple $100 a month, right? For our level of doing it. But I know that when I do need it, I don't want to have to go through the setup thing again and do that. So we wanted a monthly that was comfortable enough to where you $97 a month, but then when you do need it, it's there. And then you'll make, hopefully thousands or tens of thousands, and it all makes sense. So that's how we usually.
Yeah, I get that. And once I'm up and running, I don't think I'm going to have a worry. I don't care about $100 a month, but it's just in the startup phase that's just a concern. That's all.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But you can email us and we'll talk to you about the various details we do. We try to keep people in, obviously, because this is a continuity-based business. Yeah. And the Accelerator is not, for example. This is the reason why it's continuity based is because we're doing stuff every single month. So in every week, there's not a single week that goes by where a niche isn't added, or an email isn't added, or sequences aren't added. And every single week we coach. So because of that, we think it's a very fair price to do nice.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree. It's just startup things are sometimes a little bit rough to get going, is all.
I understand. It's you got to pick the things that you invest in. So the things I personally believe in investing in is copy. So
totally.
Yeah, it's never failed to pay off. So
no, it's not a question of whether it's worth it.
All right. Well, thanks, Rick. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
So we're done. Leanne, do you have anything else to add?
I just wanted to add the benefit of the live coaching. The gentleman who came on at the beginning of this, when I came in, who was telling about his private session with John, that can happen in the group code. We never know when it's going to happen, but so many people have gotten experiences like that of private coaching or hooks being created out of thin air because they were on with John. Just those little simple tweaks, that you never know that's going to come up in a live coaching session, and we do these every week. So yeah, so that's just another benefit, which I would put into the super bonus category, even though I didn't list it as a bonus, right?
It should be.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, it should be for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it is, but let you guys make that determination. But I think it is. So
awesome. So we're done. I can't believe this. So the only way to continue getting this type of level of interaction, attention, and care is if you head over to the buy page, just the button next to the video. Click that button, choose the package that works for you best right now. And then you can join John live Saturday and Tuesday, right, John?
Saturday and Tuesday. And again, if you look at the bottom of the chat, you're going to see, I'm going to paste this into the chat again. So just that is the link to click on if it's easier for you to click on that link. If not, just go to live.emailcopypro.com/buy, B-U-I.
And there we are. And awesome. Then that's it. And then you'll be able to continue seeing John's muscles. And okay.
You'll hear my voice. You're not going to see, I'm not seeing muscles or not, but you'll definitely hear my voice. So thank you guys so much for joining us. And I know some of you guys were here all 10 days, and then you had to go through me catching a bad cold and all that stuff. So appreciate you guys' patience, and really appreciate you joining us through the whole training sessions here. And hope you got a lot out of it. And we can't wait to greet the new email CopyPro users and greet you live and in person on Saturday. If you jump in, so jump in now so you can get in this thing, and let's get your business cranking, man.